Good morning, my C++ COS 1511 Group 7E students, and welcome to our Zoom session. Today is the 4th of June. It's a lovely, bright, sunny day. And hey, I can see some students have joined us. Krayam Hussain. Krayam, are you there, Krayam?
Yes, sir.
And where are you logging in from, Krayam?
PC.
I beg your pardon?
I'm logging into my PC.
Oh, your PC. Yes. Where about, Graham? Which, sorry, my fault. I'm in Durban. Where are you?
Oh, we are in Cape Town.
Cape Town. Oh, great. How's the weather in Cape Town, Graham?
Not so bad. It's just very bit cold.
Ah, just cold. We have lovely weather in Durban. Oh, great. And I can see someone else out here, my student, Victor. Victor, how are you, Victor?
I'm fine, and you, sir? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Victor, tell us where you logging in from. Location.
Also from Cape.
Hey, Cape Town's in the house today. Okay, great. Victor, have you finished your assignment too?
Yes, I have, sir, but always looking to learn something new.
Okay, great. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for today. My lesson for today is some question and answers. Do you have any questions, Victor?
No, sir. No, not really, sir.
Okay,
just,
okay.
Just how you would be doing the program yourself.
Okay, great. Franco asked me a question. In fact, he said since assignment 2 is behind us, yes, it was due a couple of days ago, and assignment 3 is just around the corner. Yes, it is. We're going to talk about the due date for assignment 3. Can we do a Zoom session? Right. So I'm going to talk about assignment 3.
Good morning, Prinavin.
Good morning. And who greeted me?
It's Franko, sir.
You joking? I'm just talking about your message. Franko COS 1511. Can you see it on screen?
Yes, I can, sir.
Oh, Franko, I think you should read this out to us, Franko.
I said, all right, good afternoon, Prinavin. Since assignment 2 is behind us and assignment 3 is just around the corner, is it possible you can do a Zoom meeting about assignment 3? I was about to say especially, not essentially, especially question 2 for getting the min, max, and the calc average year mark. There was a similar question in assignment 2. I was able to get my code to run correctly, run the correct output, but it took me a long time and I found it pretty challenging. I can't say about the other students.
Okay, great. Thank you, Franco, for that. Now, because Franco asked the question, I'm going to answer that, right? So let's look at what he mentioned about assignment 2. So if I'm going to look at assignment 2, let's see if it, assignment 3, let's see if it really is around the corner. So I'm clicking on my Wakelet page and I'm going out there and it says, let's see, what does it say about assignment 3? Assignment 3, yes, assignment 3 is indeed around the corner, and they tell me that it's a practical assignment. So they want you to submit the code as well as the output, all right? So I can see that on my screen out here, and it says you have to write and compile the programs. Oh, that's what we got to do, and they want it in the PDF format. That's simple, I can show it to you, right? We do not necessarily mark all the questions. You will get a 0% if you don't submit. Oh, no, you're going to do all of the questions, right, Franco? And look at that, it says 13th of June. Yes, so today is the 4th of June. If I look at my schedule, next week is the 11th. I know students will ask me questions about assignment 2 as well, and they will talk to me and they'll say, listen here, please help me with the answers. But Franco, I don't do any answers, right, Franco?
Yes, of course you don't.
Of course.
You give us hints. You give us hints about the answer, but you don't really give us the answer.
Correct. I want you all guys to work on it. You must work, Franco. You must struggle a little, right? And that's when you have this aha moment. Wow, I got the answer working, right? So,
yes.
Oops, I think there's a mistake out here. It says you have an automatic extension until the 24th of September. Franco, am I reading right, Franco?
Well, that doesn't really make sense because it's the 24th of September, 2018.
Oh,
that is 4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't kind of right. But let's not worry about that. I'm going to ask ma'am why she did that, right? But I think maybe Back to the Future. We're talking about that kind of thing. Then it also tells me that it's study guide lessons 17 to 23. Now, some of the students in assignment 1 and assignment 2, they said, sir, can we use structs? Can we use arrays? Now, if the study guide tells you that the tutorial matter is lesson 17 to 23, kind of work towards that, all right? People like Kajal asked me that question. And you don't need to go and do any extra, I feel. Answer what they want from you, right? There was another question students asked, so if they ask for a function, do I give them the entire program? Look at the mark scheme. If the mark scheme has 5 marks and you're going to write a 10, 15 line program, it doesn't make sense, okay? And trust me, there's 1,800 of you out here. The markers are going to have a difficult time if you are going to write a whole program when all they want is a function, all right? Then a very important point, Franko, 20% of the year mark. Oh boy, Franko, check it out. Now, like I mentioned in my previous videos, fun with functions, they spoke about this contribution towards getting a pass mark or a distinction. So we are going to aim for 100% in this paper, right? So let's look at the first question. They spoke about body mass index, and they spoke about the second. Oh, there we go, function, min, max, what Franko is asking about, right? I'm going to direct him into doing that. Then they talk about symbols, and they talk about please key in your name. Please key in your name of your school. Please key in the mark for maths. Please key in the mark for life orientation. Now I'm going to direct you and help you how to get to that, right, Franko? And then they have an output statement, student academic record. Now, Franko, I got to tell you this, and Victor as well. I've been in programming for a very long time, right? And I have a couple of qualifications behind my name. And what I noticed is a nice way to start with answering the question is trying to answer what the user expects of you. So the user, or in my case, the client or the customer, Franko, if you were the customer and you're the client, this is what you are going to tell me. You're going to tell me, I want this output. Franko, say that.
I want this output.
Correct, Franko, right? And Franko and Victor, you'll also agree with me. This is what you want. You don't really care how I do it, whether I do it in C#, in Delphi, or C++. But we must try and answer what the customer wants. And one way of starting a program is to look at the output, because that gives you an idea of what you need to do. So if I look at this output, I'm going to say, hey, it's about student academic record. There's some output statements out here. We're talking about symbols, marks, and all that goes with it. And the highest mark and the lowest mark, average mark. Now, as soon as you think average mark, you're going to think of calculating the total, because there's no way that I know of working the average if you don't find the total. And that's a very, very common, I'll call it, something that programmers want to use. They want you to work out the average. And if you want to work out the average, you got to work the sum out, or the total. And we have what is known as a running sum, right? We're going to talk about that. Let's go on to question 3. Question 3 talks about variable diagrams. This is question 3, and this looks so simple. I think I'm going to do question 3 first. Franko, always do the simple things first, then you go and do the complicated stuff. What do you say, Franko?
I mean, that's not a wrong approach, but like the easier stuff, yes, like it's nice to get over and done with, but like I prefer to start with the harder stuff. That's just personally me.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, let me tell you why, Franko, I like to start with the easy stuff. I start with the easy stuff because I know if I have 1 hour in the exam or 2 hours, and I find that question 1 and question 2 is difficult, and I can answer question 3, and I know I'm getting my marks for question 3, then it'll build my confidence, right? And my strategy
in the exam kind of situation.
Yes, that's an exam situation. All right. And also, if I look at question 3, it'll help me with question 2 and question 1. That's just the way I feel. All right, Franko? But if you want to do the hard stuff first, that's also cool, right? But what I like to do now is I'm going to delve into question 3 because I find that's so easy. I can get it over and done in 5 minutes. What do you say, Franko?
Yeah, I suppose. You know, we love your stories. We love your stories. So,
okay.
Verbal random stories.
Okay, great. And also, Franko, I'm the boss. I'm the tutor here. I'm the lecturer, right? So I'm the main man. What do you say to that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Victor, you agree with me, Victor? Victor, you there? You want to start with question 3? All right. And again, I don't have you once to do the answers in all of it, right? Kurayam, are you there? Right? What do you say to that? So here's my story sum that I have, right? In my question number 3. It says, once upon a time, Franko, you did say you like my stories. There's a program and it's called question 3. In this program, they tell me that they want me to put in or input 2 values. The values is 2 and 3. And they want to find out what's going on in this program, right? And I find that this is the easiest program to work in. This program has 2 functions. Both of those functions are void functions. The first function is defined in line number 4, and the name of the function is multiply by 2. The function has 2 parameters. Both these parameters are int parameters. This is a value parameter. And Franko, do you know how I know it's a value parameter, Franko?
Because they both have integers in each of the parameters.
Okay. And my way is because they don't have that ampersand in front of it, right? They don't have that ampersand. If they have that ampersand, yeah, then I know there are reference parameters that they're definitely going to pass it across, right? And if you looked at my video for Delaray, student Delaray, he was having issues. I'm not sure if Bradley is here. Bradley also had issues about not being able to see the output once the function was run. And the reason they had that issue, it's a rookie mistake. Bradley, you're going to listen to this recording, and here I'm mentioning your name. They forgot to include the ampersand. So back to my story. In the first function, there's 2 parameters. Both of them are value parameters. And as I said, because there's no ampersand in front of it, I know that it's not a reference parameter. Meaning, whatever happens, it will go into the function multiply by 2. It will run through it and nothing will happen. It's not going to pass it across into the main program. Excuse me. Now that's very important because we need to ensure that if we are calling a function, we need to ensure that something comes out of it. Because what's the use, Franko, if I'm going to create a function and I'm not going to use it, right? Now, Franko, the reason I'm telling you this is you need to note that for your student record. If I need to talk about the average, if I need to work out the average, Franko, I will need to pass across the total back to wherever I need it, right?
Yes.
So Franko, can you see how I'm using question 3 to talk to you about this question here on question 2, right?
Okay.
Franko?
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get it, right? Don't worry, you may be a bit clouded now, but you'll see the light as I'm going along. The second function that they have is called multiply by 3. And in this function, there are 2 parameters. But Franko, look carefully. There's the ampersand in there. And that ampersand tells me that this is a reference parameter. Franko,
I see,
check that? Yeah, this one tells me it's a reference parameter.
So
yes, go ahead, Franko.
If the parameters don't have an ampersand, it's not a reference parameter.
No. If there's no ampersand, it's a value parameter. Okay? And ask Bradley on the WhatsApp group if you are on there, Franko, and ask student Delaray. Bradley forgot to put the ampersand there. And when he put the ampersand in, it worked like a charm because you needed to pass that value back to the main program or back to another function. So that you got to bear in mind when you're answering this question, because they will expect you to work out the average. And the only way you can work out the average is if you work out the sum in one function and passed it across to the other function. All right. Now let's go on with this. You'll notice there's my main program out here. Now I could have drawn a variable diagram like the question wanted, Franko, and I could have went through it, drawing my little diagrams and my little boxes. But I've decided to show you something extra because that's what one of the students asked me as well. And I decided to type out this whole program. Franko, you believe me? You think I typed out the whole program, Franko?
No, you use Control-C. Every coder's very favorite commands, Control-C and Control-V.
Yes. Thank you to whoever created Control-C and Control-V, right? Okay, so magically everything appears out here. Franko, have you used this program, onlinegdb.com, online C++ compiler?
No, I've never used an online compiler. I usually use code blocks.
Yes,
I would like to use VS Code just because of the nice interface, like the dark mode. But my VS Code doesn't work for some reason.
Okay. Anyway, Franko, one of my objectives whenever you come to a Zoom session, and this goes for all my students, Victor will also agree with this. After 50 minutes, you need to have learned one brand new thing from me, right? Something new. And Franko, here's my new item for you to learn so that you would say, hey, I've spent 20 minutes with Prinavin and I've learned something new. So Franko, this is something new I'm going to do, right? And like you said, I use copy and paste and I deleted all the line numbers and there's my question 3 out here. And again, I don't do the answers, right, Franko? Right?
Of course.
Okay, right. So this program, it's written in an online GDB compiler, C++, and it's something extra and new. It will help you to debug a program. Now, for my Group 7E students, if you did my quiz in the Group 7E, one of the questions is on debugging, right? Debugging means removing the errors. By the way, if you want to know some history about it, there was actually a bug in the computer many, many years ago, about 30, 40 years ago, a bug, the Americans call a cockroach a bug. So they took the bug out and that was the issue, but that's for another day. So what we're going to do is we want to find out what is going on in this program. That's what a variable diagram is all about. Previous assignment, you also had to do with variable diagrams, because if you know what's going on in a program and you're able to identify functions and parameters and value parameters and reference parameters, then it makes answering question 2 and question 1 much easier, right? So what I have is the program written out, and I've got breakpoints in here because I want to see what's going on in there, right? I've got some questions in the chat. I'll come to that. Now let's see if there's a question there. It says, nope, I will type. Oh, okay, just hello, greetings, right? No problem. So let's go and debug this program. So if I had to run this program, I'm going to run the program. And at the bottom of the screen, it should say something to the effect of enter the first number. So I'm starting the program in line number 20. Here's my story sum again. I'm continuing with my story. Once upon a time, there was 2 functions, and now I'm starting the main function and line number 20. Line number 20 says enter the first number. N for next. That means I'm going to my next line. And my next line says, line number 21 says C in first. I need to enter the first number. Now the question in the assignment said enter numbers 2 and 3, but I don't answer assignment questions. So I'm going to use, let me think now, Franko, let's see how good I am. Over the computer, I am going to send my thoughts across, and I want you to answer this question. Franko, I'm thinking of a number. This number is between 4 and 6. Franco, what number is that, Franco? Let me see if I can project that.
That would be a 5.
Just like what I was thinking, Franco. I was thinking the very same number. Am I good or am I good, Franco?
You're too good, sir.
Thank you, right? So now N is to enter the number, and like Franco said, 5. When I enter 5, Franco, I want you to notice my local variables on the right-hand side, Franco. Franco, do you see that? That's the very same number that you and I thought of.
Yes.
Right. Now, if you were drawing a variable diagram, Franco, you would have put in first and the value of 5. I'm just doing it online in an online compiler. What do you think about that, Franco?
Oh, that's actually very useful, this online compiler.
Yeah, it sure is. Victor, what do you think of this online compiler, Victor?
It's okay, sir, but I use VS Code, so not exactly.
Oh, here
my
we go.
type
VS Code. Okay. But have you learned something new, Victor? Is something new out here?
Yes, sir. No, I do use it. So when I'm making programs and when
Yeah.
you're making functions, part of a bigger program, then I do go online and copy certain elements of my program. So I do use it, just not my
Excellent. All right. So let's go on. Now I'm going to say N for next, and I'm going to say enter in another number. I want the second. So let me see if I can project this onto Franco. Franco, I am projecting a number onto you that I'm thinking of. A number, say, between 6 and 8. Give me an integer that I'm thinking of, Franco.
Is it possibly 7?
Oh, excellent, Franco. Wow, we're on the same wavelength, Franco. Am I? Oh boy, this is just too uncanny, Franco. What do you think?
It's just mind-boggling, sir.
Exactly, mind-boggling. You are in Cape Town, and here I am in Durban, and I am able to project my thoughts over the internet and assign the same value to you, right? So not only that, Franco, did you see what happened to the local variable?
It changed.
Yes, it's the very same number that you were thinking about in Cape Town. Franco.
Mad.
Yes.
Mad.
Yeah. So now we have those two numbers. And guess what happens, Franco? Now control is transferred to multiply by 2. So I'm going to the function multiply 2. And yeah, it has the word void in there. Void, quick revision, void simply says that it's a non-return function. And you know why non-return? Because it doesn't have return in there. How's that for a joke, Franco?
That's pretty funny, sir.
I have a sense of humor, don't I?
Yes, sir. We love your sense of humor.
Thank you. It's a computer humor joke, right? Only computer guys can get it, okay? Okay. You want to hear a quick joke? Look, a quick joke. It says, two tables walked into a bar. And the barman said, "Can I join you?" This is a database joke. Oh, y'all don't get the joke.
No, sir. I haven't done a lot of database.
Shucks. Okay, database, you can join 2 tables. Okay, how about this? 2 strings walked into a bar. The barman says, "Can I concatenate you?"
Okay, sir.
Man, come on, that's a good joke. I was thinking about that, and nice to tell you when I'm teaching on strings. Okay, keep that joke in mind, right? Strings. So now we go into the program, into multiply GDB, right? So let's go next. If you notice, the control I'm talking about actually jumps to line number 6. I was in line number 24, I jumped to line number 6. And line number 6 simply says multiply those 2 values out, right? First P. And you'll notice that first has disappeared. So I'm no longer in there, right? I could have said print first P, right? So I'm going to print the value of first P. And it tells me that it takes on the value of 5. So what happened is there's a 1-to-1 correspondence between what happened in line number 24 with first and first P. That's very important for functions. There is a 1-to-1 direct correspondence between the parameters. If I had 2 parameters out here, first and second, I need to have 2 parameters in line number 4. first P and second P. If I have 3, I got to have 3. There is a 1-to-1 mapping. I taught you another way. I want to print that out. If I didn't print it, I needed to have worked it out and go and write it on my page. Now let's go next. I go next. Now the next line says second takes on the value, whatever the value of it is. Let's say I forgot what it is. So I'm going to say print second P, right? And notice this, it says, oh, the value is 7, value is 7. Now that was exactly the same number that Franko and I thought about, right? And I'm in Durban and Franko's in Cape Town. So here it is, it says second P has the value of 7. Now that I run the program and I go to the next line, let's see what happens to second. So I'm going to say print second P. Franko, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, right, great. So now you notice, you know the number 7 that you had, Franko? It went and multiplied by 2, and it gave you a value of 14, right? It gave you a value of 14. And let's see, does it take it and pass it across anywhere else? Let me go in for next. I'm going to the next line. I go to the next line, and now I tell me that I'm in line number 25, and I'm calling the function multiply by 3. By the way, you could have guessed what this variable diagram does simply by looking at the naming convention that they used in this program. They gave it very meaningful names, Franko. Check it out. Multiply by 2, multiply by 3. Isn't that cool, Franko?
Yes, sir.
Yay! Oh my, what happened to this program? Is not being debugged. Ah, I lost my connection there. Come on, debug, debug. All right, okay, so let me just, am I, okay, right. So it doesn't really matter because now I've jumped out of that. Let's go to multiply, let's go to the next line, right? Let's go to the next line, and I'm there. Now I jump to the program is not being run. Oh, I've got to start this again. In quickly, in 5, I lost connection with the server. I think I switched over to N, and what does it want? What does it ask me for? It's asking me for 7. Sorry, 7. And oops, the first number was 7. The second number, let's say make it 9 N, and I'm going 9, right? So Franko, I just got a bit of an issue there. So I just changed the number quickly and I said 9. Right, so 7 and 9, it's just going to multiply by 2, 7, 14, 9 times 2 is 18. Okay, and the online GDB, I'm going in there. Now I could step over, I could use this command step over or step into, right? I'm just simply saying N for next because I'm in control. First P takes on the value of first P times 2, which was 7. 7 times 2 is 14. So if I had to print FIRST first P, it gives me the value of 7, which is perfectly fine. Let's go next. If I look at next, it tells me print second P, and it tells me, it should give me the answer. Oh yeah, well, it's still 9. Let's go next. I come out of that, 9 times 2 is 18. So print second P, and it says, yeah, 18. Aren't I can prophesize what the numbers are going to be like, right? Let's go next. I go into that, and I'm now multiplied by 3. So I'm in line number 25. Let's go next. Control is transferred to the next line. Oops, I should have stepped into it, right? Doesn't really matter. Now I said the first number is first. Let's go and look at N, which is 21. So it ignored, Franko, whatever happened in multiply by 2. And it's simply giving me the values for multiply by 3. So if I say print second, it's not second P, second, it's going to give me the value of 27, which is 9 times 9 times 9 times 3, which is 27. If you watched my other videos, Fun with Functions, I did cubes in there. Let's go for N, the next value, and it simply comes out and it says it. Now, the important point that I'm including in today's Zoom session is this concept of parameter passing. And the reason I did that is because student Bradley and student Delaray had asked the question over the week. And well, obviously Franko as well, he wants to know how to tackle assignment 3. This should help you in answering the assignment question 3, assignment 2. Bradley, does this help you? Oh, sorry, Bradley is not here. Franko, you there? Franko, does this help you?
Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does.
Okay, great.
Yes. Especially this compiler, it's so much easier to like for variable diagrams than the code blocks.
Okay, you understand. I can't say yes or no because code blocks is what we're using, right? Right, Franko, you get it?
Yes. No, I understand, but like variable diagrams, when like to get the different outputs for line by line, like it's a lot easier to understand what the variable diagram is asking.
Yeah. No. This is also your foundation for COS 15, 12, and for second and third year programs as well, right? You may decide to do another language. You may decide to work with C or Turbo or Python. Some of you are working on Python or Pascal or whatever. You can use this online compiler for all of them, right? And again, as an e-tutor, I'm providing you with additional resources. I'm giving you another way of looking at answering the question. I'm giving you the same output. You're going to get the same output, right? Like I said, you're the client or you're answering a question. That's what I'm coming up with. Okay? All right. Thank you, Franko, for that question. At least you, and Victor, are you cool? Kurayam, are you there? Are you okay? Anybody else? Any questions?
I'm still yes, I'm okay.
Okay. You think you're going to use this debugger, this online debugger?
I don't want to hurt your feelings, sir.
Okay. No. You please, by all means, tell me. Do you find it? You're going to use it? Okay. Listen, it doesn't matter whether you're going to use it or not use it, but debugging is one of the concepts of this course, right? And this is one way of doing debugging. Another way is if you have your own print statements in there, but Professor David Malin, Harvard University CS50, he uses this. When I studied the CS50 course, we used an online compiler. So we need to up our standards, South African standards. And I feel it's something important that we could use, right? It'll also help us with the next assignment, which is the flight booking example. Oh boy, that's going to be a long program, right? And debugging would help. Right, so let's go to the questions now. I told you about debugging. Debugging is actually in my quiz, right? So let's go to the quiz because assignment, not assignment, the quiz. This is also additional. Let me log in quickly and I'll tell you what I was doing was debugging. I'm basically finding out the errors in the program. I'm finding out what is going on in that program, right? So let me log in. I'm logging into my course. I'm logging into my modules, group 7E. Let me see, there we go. And let me go to the quiz that I had. And I think it was lesson 9. Whoa, 9 attempts. Oh, that's cool. Let's see what the question on. This question is on, then it couldn't have been lesson 9. It must have been quiz lesson 8. Where did I have this thing about debugging? Start a new preview. Next. Now let me go to the next quiz number lesson 10. Let's see that. Give me a second. Let's do quiz. Lesson 10. Oh, it's only quizzes. Let's look at that. There we go. They spoke about programming errors. We spoke about logical errors. We spoke about readability of code. And I spoke about runtime errors. Right. So this debugger would actually help you to go and find out, there's the question there. Finding errors in a program is called debugging. So in lesson 10, I've given you an answer, Franco. I'm not sure if you answered these questions, Victor. Debugging is removing errors from a program. And by using an online debugger, like online GDB, it makes our life easy. Using a variable diagram finds the errors for me, or it tells me what's going on in the program, right? That's the whole purpose of assignment 2 or 3, question 3. All right, so everybody's cool with that? Franco, you okay with that? You're going to be answering the quiz? Let me check if Franco answered the quiz. Let's check if Franco.
I haven't.
You haven't? Franco, have you logged in, Franco?
I'm not in your class, sir.
You're not? Oh, never mind. You can always check out on the WhatsApp group, right? Doesn't matter. Thank you for joining us, though, Franco.
No problem.
Okay, right, great. So let's go on to the next aspect that Franco spoke about. And Franco spoke about, not Franco, ma'am, actually, let's see. All right, so basically I looked at assignment 2. I ran the debug program. This is on the Wakelet page. Run the online debug. I've done that with you. I've looked at, oh, I'm not sure if you looked at my Pleased to Meet You video. Franco, did you see that one?
I haven't watched that Pleased to Meet You video.
Oh man, please would increase the number of views on my YouTube channel. When you click on the link, it takes you to Pleased to Meet You. Franco, can you hear that, Franco?
Yes. Wait, the audio on the video?
Yeah.
No, I can't hear the audio on the video, sir.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. We're gonna watch that. I can hear it, right? I gotta sort that out. Why doesn't it play the audio whenever I'm on a Zoom session?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it after the lesson, sir.
Thank you. And you'll increase my view by 1. All right, Franco?
All right, sir.
Thank you. And like the video as well, Franco.
Will do.
And put a positive comment, Franco.
Okay. Now you're asking too much, sir, but I'll try.
Franco, I just taught you about online GDB. I explained to you about reference parameters, value parameters, and now I'm going to give you a strategy of tackling this next question. And you can't even like my video, Franco.
I'm only kidding, sir. I'm only teasing.
Oh, thank you, Franco. Thank you, Victor. You'll also like my video, and Graham as well, right? Please like it and increase the views. You know, there's other pop stars, they get thousands of video likes, and me, if I look at my YouTube video, hey, you know, I don't have so many, you know, and right. So I'm gonna just quickly show you my YouTube, the likes there. I don't have so many like these other people. Whoa, 169 views for last week's lesson. Pleased to meet you, only had 50 views. Oh man, you see what I mean, Franco? 14th May, there was 185 views. Okay, that's quite okay. 7E, oh my Lord, I'm going to the 300s now. What do you think about that, Franco?
You're close to become a big time YouTuber.
Exactly. Look at that, 345. And guess what? There's not so many students in this Zoom session here, but they love to watch all my Zoom lessons. Okay. So now that we looked at question 3 and we said, hey, I have a fair idea of how to do that. All I've got to do is input values of 2 and 3. But if the way I looked at this program and I realized what's a void function and what's the ampersand sign and passing across the parameter, I should be able to guess what they want me to work out, right? And look at this, it's 10 marks. So Franco, I cannot simply give the answer. I need to have the variable diagrams. I need to show step-by-step working out. What you say, Franco?
Yes, sir.
10 marks.
Yes.
Victor, Graham, check it out. Huh? 10 marks. That's a lot of marks. So you got to answer what they ask for. Right, Victor? Now, let's look at what Franco asked about this question. And he wants to know functions for average, is it average, max, min, and all that goes with it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now I'm gonna take it and say, hey, I want to answer this question and I want to answer it like the easiest way possible that I need to know, right? And the question says, please key in your name. Please key in your name of school. Key in the mark for English. Key in the mark for mathematics. Now, I could work that out quite easily. And they also said that I need to have a display. The display output should be student academic record. This program inputs the learner marks of da 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 da. Again, Franco likes to work the hard things out first. I like to work the easiest things out first, so that it builds my confidence. It makes me feel okay. The program is compiling and I'm happy with the program. Franco, tell me if you agree with me, Franco.
Yes, sir.
You're not saying it confidently and happy. Come on, Franco.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Come on, you got to. And Franco, do you love C++ programming?
Yes, I am enjoying it very much, sir.
Thank you. Victor, do you enjoy C++ programming?
So I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Again, you don't want to hurt my feelings. Okay, at least say you like it.
So I just think C++ is like, it's the worst language to start with if you're going to start a language.
I'm not hearing you. I'm not listening to what you say. Don't hurt my feelings. Don't hurt my feelings. Victor, don't say that about C++. Okay, don't say that about programming. Let me tell you something about relationships. Victor, are you in a relationship, Victor?
Sort of. It's complicated.
Oh my God. Okay, see, that is why you're having difficulty with saying you love C++. You are actually telling me that the language is complicated. Victor, you gotta like this language. You gotta like the program. You gotta like the subject. Because if you don't like it, you're not gonna spend time with it and you're not going to do well in it, right? It's just like in a relationship, okay? Trust me, I'm married for 24 years. I know what I'm talking about. If you don't like the spouse, you're gonna find it difficult to stay with them.
I don't have a problem with like C++ itself. I just think.
So why can't you say you like it? Why can't you say you like it?
Because sir, I feel like for a first language, like if you're gonna learn programming for the first time, like as many people like have been introduced to, it's not a good language to learn for the first time. But like I like it, but
I'm not listening. Don't hurt my feelings. Come on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. C++ is much better than HTML as a first language.
Thank you. Is that Sasha?
No.
Sasha, where are you? Who are you, Sasha? Please sort this Victor out. Sasha.
HTML is it's boring, I promise you. C++ is at least entertaining to learn.
Yes. Thank you, Sasha. If I was marking your assignment, I'd just give you a full 100% there. If I mark Victor, Victor will have to redo the assignment because he doesn't like it.
It doesn't matter if you're marking it or not. I'm still going to get 100.
Yay! I love that, Sasha. I love that. Thank you very much, Sasha, for that vote of confidence. As for Victor, we need to sort him out.
Right. So no, I don't. I think you misunderstand. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I think it's like a difficult first language for many people.
Yeah,
like,
I know why you're saying it's complicated. Let's not talk about your relationships, right? Don't transfer what you know about the relationship. Right. Okay. Now, so let's get back to code blocks, right? Thank you, Victor, for that break. And I'm not going to ask you another question now, Victor. Okay. Anyway, right. So here I have my program that's assignment 2. Now I can do this with you guys because assignment 2 is over. So let's look at this program. This program says, if it's a story sum, and it says, there's my program that has 2 functions in there. One is to input data, one is to display data. And I'm simply entering the person's name, and I'm displaying the name, right? So now I'm going to take this template. If this is working well, I'm going to use it to basically answer this assignment question, because that's what you need to do, right? You don't start from brand new. You don't start from fresh. And Sasha, you'll agree with me, Sasha, C++, they have lots and lots of libraries that we can use, just like the C out. If I take out the line IO stream, I'm not able to use C out, right? And it's not complicated for people like Victor. So here I am, I'm looking at my assignment question, and I'm starting from what the user wants. So the user wants me to, I'm going to put that on my second screen. I'm not sure if I can share, it shares the screen. And I'm looking at question 2, and it says, please key in your name. So here I have assignment 2. This was the question about name and yeah, well, right. So now I'm going to use this as a template. Instead of saying please enter name, I'm going to say please key in your name, right? So I need that from, and I'm taking this from my sample run. So without reading the rest of the question, right? All I'm doing is I am basically answering what the user, the client has given me. So Sasha is my nice student who likes C++ better than HTML. Me too, right? And I program in HTML as well. Sasha, what do you think about this strategy, Sasha? Please key in your name. And I'm expecting the person to enter in John Africa. Now, if I could answer this part of it, I'm sure I'll be able to answer the next part. Please key in your school, right? So let me just do a build and run quickly on this program. It says, please key in your name. So I'm going to put in John, A-F-R-I-C-A, John Africa. Oops, it only gave me John. Okay, we'll talk about that last now, right? Let's write it again without a space, and I'll tell you what happens there, right? John-A-F-R-I-C-A. We'll talk about getLine just now. There we go, John Africa. So, Franko, you with me, Franko?
Yes, sir.
Without talking about getting average, minimum, maximum, everything that goes with it, Franko, aren't you feeling happy, you're confident? Hey, my program is working, I'm cool, I'm happy.
Yes, so the first step is done now. You know, the name.
Right.
One step at a time. That's coding.
That's coding one step at a time. And also, you start from the simple and then you go to the complicated, right? See, Victor started with complex relationships and complicated relationships. That's why it's not being the simple things, right? Okay. Franko, you with me, Franko? I'm giving you a strategy of learning programming, of answering it. So you're basically starting with that. So if you wanted to be able to ask for the next question, please key in the name of your college or your school. You could have simply said out here, I'm going to say C out and key in the name of your school, right? Now, you'll notice I have included a new variable. If that's a new variable that's being used, I need to go and declare it. And because I am passing it across to the main program, because I want to use it later on in displaying, then I will have to have that declared as a reference parameter. What do you think of that, Franko?
A reference parameter, you need to have the
ampersand, yeah, ampersand. Yes. Now you can see how I started with question 3 and I went to question 2, right? So Franko, I'm going to leave that to you. You think you'd be able to tackle that on your own?
To do the key name?
Yeah, well, the name and the next one will be the marks and the life orientation and all that goes with it. What do you say?
Yeah, I'll be able to do that, yes.
Excellent, excellent. Now you think you'd also be able to display all this that you entered in out here?
Sorry, repeat that again, sir?
So would you be able to now, you see, you've input the data, right? Like I told you, if you watch one of my videos, there's basically 3 components in programming: input, processing, and output. So you are working on the input stage of this, right? So you're going to input the name and the school and the marks for maths, for life orientation, for history, for computer literacy, for arts, right? Would you be able to display all of that, Franko?
Yes, we would be able to display it.
So you're going to say C out here, whatever the variable name is, right, Franko?
Yes.
So school.
And then end line.
End line. C out. Let's give it a nice, meaningful name, you know, to enter in the English marks. Franko.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about Franco,
my name's
Hey.
but sir, you spelled it incorrect. That's why I read it. I didn't read it. You spelled my name incorrectly.
Sorry, with a K.
It's with a K, sir.
Is it a K? Right, Franco. Right. Okay, I know you like your name and everything, but in programming, we like to give meaningful variable names, all right? If you did my
Yes.
quiz, that was one of the answers there, right? So maybe you'll want to have maths, right? Okay. So
Yes,
all you got to
we're
do is
doing
display that.
subjects.
Yeah. No, man, maths is fun. It's lovely, right? Okay, so that's the story for that one. Now you'll also notice, I'm just going to take that out because it's not going to work. Right, and I'm going to take that out. Now you'll notice, Franco, that would you be able to do that one. You need to print out student record. This program prints out the learner's thingy. So I'm going to make another function out here, and I'm going to call it void headings, right? And in there, I'm going to simply display. I'm going to display
that whole thing.
Yeah. What you say?
Like you pretty much like hard coding it in a sense.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Franco.
Okay.
By the way, Franco, have you noticed what a fast typist I am, Franco?
A fast type of style. That's a Control-C, Control-V. That's a fast type of style.
Don't let my secret out, man. Hey, yo, Franco. Right. And I'm going to call up the student record. Right. So see out. What do you think of this? It's almost 1 o'clock, 12:55, and I'm so fast in my typing. It's unbelievable. Right, Franco?
Yes, sir.
So check it out. There's my void headings. Right, I've got that. I'm not passing anything across. And in my main program, I'm calling heading HEADINGS, right? And again, Franco, I don't do the assignment questions. I'm not doing anything. I'm just directing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So let's see if there's any errors in there. Please key in your name, John AFRICA. I'll talk to you about that get line as well, right? Oops, it didn't print. It didn't. By the way, why didn't it call up my headings?
You didn't call it.
Do you forget to put parentheses?
Yeah, you forgot the brackets.
I did. What do you mean like that, Franco?
Yes.
Oh, you're right, Franco. Yay! Franco, what do you think of that, Franco?
Works like a champ.
What do you think of that, Franco?
Works perfectly, sir. Well, actually, no. Well, no.
No?
Yeah. Wait. Is it going to be underneath the name or on top?
This program inputs a name. Oh, you mean like
Top headings and input data, sir.
where? What do you mean? What do you mean you're talking about?
Go down to the
Oh,
main function.
Yeah, go to the main function, right?
Swap heading and input data. They're in the wrong order.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you very much. By the way,
Yes,
I did
that's
that
fine.
on purpose, Franco. I wanted you to see the error, and I wanted you to correct it.
Well,
Franco.
Sasha helped me out.
Oh, Sasha, I did that on purpose, Sasha. Oh boy, Sasha, you believe me, Sasha?
Yeah, I believe you, sir. I believe you.
Yeah. Thank you. I did that on purpose to show you the importance of, working with the headings first and input data, because whatever order you have in the main program, in the main man, that's the order that you're going to be calling it up in, right?
Yes.
Right, Sasha? Thank you, Sasha. Hey, lucky Franco was here and Sasha was here. Victor, you got that, Victor? You can see how complicated it is, Victor.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Got that, sir.
Okay. So I'm sure you'd be able to work these things out here, right? And now you need to go and do the average. And I told you, in order to work with the average, which you're going to struggle with for the next couple of days, and next week, Saturday, you should be able to ask me questions related to how you calculate the average and the sum, because it's already 1 o'clock, 12:58. I don't want to use your data and my data and Zoom calls and everything like that. And some of you are using my Zoom lesson to get out of household chores and all of that. I want you to go back to do the household chores and go grocery shopping and visiting and everything like that. So that's what you will be doing for the next couple of days. All right. Next week, Saturday, we're going to meet, we'll talk a little bit more about this program, and you should be able to submit by Sunday or Monday, because it's due on, let's go with extension date, right? It's due 13th of June, and they automatically give me 3 days after that. Is ma'am still giving us 3 days? Yes, 3-day extension. So we got to the 16th of June to work it out. Any questions? Oh, I can see in the chat there's some chat. Hi, permission to record, please. Yes, I've been recording all the time. I hope. How to clear console after input data. What do you mean by that, Soleto? How to clear console after input data? Soleto, you want to unmute and ask the question? Soleto, are you there? Oh, no mic. Okay. How to clear console after input? If the way I interpret it is, you want to reassign a variable and clear the value in the variable. You simply, if it was a string, you will put a null string value, or if it is integer, you'll put it as 0. All right. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording because I know some of you like to ask me questions outside of the recording, and we'll take it from there. Right? Before we do that, anybody wants to put the video on, and you'll be recorded with by the way, this is I'm putting my other my camera on. That's where I'm sitting. Anybody wants to put the video on? We'll take a class photograph. Yep. Anybody, anyone? Anyone with a question? Hey, Dula put his camera on. And the question will be recorded. Just to let you know, the question is recorded, and you as a video will be recorded as well. Hey, Dula! Oh, wave like you don't care. I mean, you care about C++. Right? Yay! Thank you, Dula. Trevor, you there? Giannis, you there? Kurayim, you there? Come on. Come on. All this is going to be recorded on YouTube. I'm making you famous. You're just famous like me, like how I have 200 views in it. Anybody else with a question, query? Come on.
Sir?
Yes, Sasha. Put your video on, Sasha. I like to see who helped me out over there to correct me on it. Come on.
Sir, not all of us are in your group 7E. How do we know when you're going to have these meetings?
Okay. It's every Saturday at 12. What's so difficult about that? Come on, Sasha.
Sir, I didn't know about this until today.
Really?
No.
Franko,
who told you about this?
It was on the WhatsApp group.
Okay. I'm the group 7E tutor, right, Sasha? I do this for fun. Okay, I do this so that I don't have to go shopping and everything, right? Now, so that I'm here on Saturday. Right. Oops, I shouldn't be recording that. Oh gosh. Anyway, doesn't matter. My wife is in the other room. Right. Now, and I like programming, and it's fun. I'd rather sit with the C++ program than something else. Okay. So if you keep in contact with Victor, are you there, Victor? You want to share your name, number, all of that? You can
yes,
add
sir.
Sasha.
So I was gonna say, sir, I don't know if Franko, anyone else is in the course 1511 group. So I will send the link there. It's just that I forgot to send it this week, so I sent it like at 12:30, quite late. So
okay.
if you're in the course 1511 group, I'll send the links there.
Okay, I know why you sent it late, Victor, because it was complicated.
No, so it was just because I was busy, so I kind of forgot.
You're busy in the complicated relationship. I understand. Say no more. Sasha, there's your answer, Sasha. Why you only got the link so late, right? Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Sasha, I send my students email all the time. I'm trying to win the award for the lecture that sends the most amount of email and the most amount of WhatsApp messages and the most amount of SMSs and all of it. I know I can win it, but I just want to be sure.
Sir, can I give you my email so you can add me to your emailing list?
It comes automatically from my UNISA. Whenever I log in and I submit something, it does it automatically, right? So I don't send email to people. It does it automatically, right? So if I make an announcement, there's my announcement. Can you see? I call it a Zoom session. See, I also sent it today, but this was a reminder which I sent the other day as well. All right. So you missed fun with functions, Sasha?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you didn't have fun. Okay, go to my YouTube channel. It's there. All right. You know where my YouTube? Have you been to my YouTube channel with all my videos?
Sir, I'm not aware of that you have a YouTube channel.
I've got a YouTube channel, Sasha. Oh, Sasha, you have to go and increase the number of views, please, Sasha. Let me go to YouTube now. Sasha, this is how you go and find me, right, Sasha? You go to YouTube and you search, what's my name, Sasha?
Prinavin.
Prinavin.
Governor.
Right, Prinavin Governor. You go and look for Prinavin Governor, and there I am, right? Sasha, would you subscribe to me, Sasha?
Sir, I'll subscribe and like all your videos, sir.
Thank you. So I'm going to get 664. I've got 426 videos. So you click on that and you go and look for my channel called, guess what my channel will be called. There we go, C++ videos, right? And please increase my views. Look at that. Sasha, I only got 22 views there, Sasha.
Yes, sir, I'm subscribing now.
And will you like this video, Sasha? And I'm waiting for the record. Sasha?
I'm having a look now, sir.
Are you going to increase that to 23 views?
Let me go to the video, sir.
I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it in the chat. I'm going to post it in the chat. I have to get 23 views for today. Where's my Zoom? Let me do my Zoom chat. Right, Sasha, there it is there, Sasha. So click on that and let's see if it changes to 23. Sasha, are you in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Did you click on the video? I'm waiting for YouTube to change it to 23.
Sir, I can't seem to find it. Why is it not here?
Good morning, student Delaray. I see I have a question. I'm getting an echo. Thank you for acknowledging. Sasha, I'm getting an echo. I'm struggling with question 4 and assignment 2 about the post office. Do you have a video that I can watch to assist with values? Okay. So
Hello, sir. Sir, I can't seem to find assignment 2. 22 views.
Oh man, assignment 2 is finished. It's over and done. It was due last week. You mean the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far down is it?
Ooh, like you said.
So
okay, doesn't matter.
Look under your heading, it says unlisted.
Which heading listed?
No, on the YouTube title. No. Go back to the YouTube title on the video.
Yeah, okay, let me go to, oh, there we go.
That you were just playing, sir, that you were just playing.
Oh, okay, there we go, there it is.
Look at the heading, the title of the video. Underneath this is unlisted. Does that mean like it's not on your page?
Okay. You know why I did it unlisted? This was, okay, I'm gonna make it public, right? I hear you. I gotta do it public now. I hear you. Oh, okay. I learned something now. I'm gonna make it public so that Sasha can see it.
We learn something new every Saturday, and so do you.
Thank you very much. I never said I knew everything, okay? All right. So let me go and put that as public now. Okay. Now, Sasha, are you able to see it?
Yeah, let me refresh my page. So
Right.
you got your you got an extra subscriber now, sir.
Let me see if it went to what was it? 680. Let me see. Let me see how many subscribers. I've got 666. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. But Sasha, it's still showing me. Let me see what my video is now.
Sorry, it's still not listed here yet.
Oh man. Okay, Sasha, you got my WhatsApp number. You send it to me, and or just post on the WhatsApp group, and they will do it for you, right? Margaret's my WhatsApp administrator. Okay.
I don't even think I'm in the same WhatsApp group as the other people, sir, because there was nothing posted today for me. This was posted like 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Oh my goodness. You know.
I think there's different WhatsApp groups, so it's
okay. Let me go to my WhatsApp group now. I'm gonna add you. Oh, there, Delary posted something. Are you in this WhatsApp group, Franko?
Yes, sir.
no, sir, I'm not in that one.
Sasha, you're not in this one. Okay, I'm gonna
No.
ask Margaret to add you, right?
All right.
Can you please add me there as well?
Oh goodness. Okay, there's the link. And please only talk C++, right?
Yeah, of course, sir.
Right, we don't want all these jokes and everything like that. I don't have time for that, right? Let me post in the chat group. It's in the chat. Sasha, will you join us, Sasha?
Yeah, so I'm joining now.
And they're pretty active. Oh, I should have stopped the recording. Oops, I should have stopped the recording. We're talking nonsense here. And I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you to Sasha. Thank you, everybody. We'll just stay on for a few minutes. We're talking something confidential. That's why we'll stop. Recording stopped.